Hi, this is Red from Ross Video. I'm just going to take a moment to take you through how to do stagger animations. So, what a stagger animation is a character by character or letter by letter animation control, as opposed to keyframing or continuous animations, which you may have seen in other videos, which actually controls the entire object. What this allows you is a, as I say, character by character animation control. So, I'm going to go to my new scene here, or my copy of my scene here, and this one doesn't have a stagger animation on it as yet. And what we're going to do is we're going to build the stagger animation. So all I have is a background and a text object, and that's it so far. And the background is a looping video which I've imported, which you can also check out in another video. Now let's first of all start by making the stagger animation. So I'm going to go over to this side and I'm going to click on the tab, and my stagger animation tab is going to open. I'm going to click new. We're going to get a new stagger animation. You can rename it here if you want. I'm not going to right now. And we get a default channel, which is position X, and it has animation on it already. So if I click OK, so we're going to see how that default animation looks. I'm going to open up my scene director here. I'm going to go to my stagger animations, and what I do is left click, drag, and drop it onto the text object. And if I hold shift and drag, it's going to snap to the end there. And let's play that back. Okay, so we have an animation. It's not the one we intended, so we need to go and alter the properties of that. So if I do a right click, properties, it's going to open this window. We're actually going to delete the position X there, and we're going to add a track called scale on Y. I'm also going to add another one because we can have multiple. That's going to be alpha. If I click on the alpha, it's going to go from -1 to 0, because it's actually going to take the default property of how you've made your text and apply these properties to it. So -100 from 100 obviously is 0, so you're going to have a fade from 0 to 100. And we're going to leave that as default over 15. I'm just going to play that back, and we're going to have a look how that looks. Okay, so it's shrinking down onto the baseline, which may be the animation you're looking for. However, I don't want mine to animate from the baseline. What I want to do is animate from the center. So I'm going to click down here on pivots, change it to center, click OK, and we're going to have a look how that looks. Okay, so now we're getting closer to what I intended. However, it's quite a large animation there, so what I would like to do is I'm going to go to scale, and I'm going to click on the track. I'm going to left click and drag to highlight this first keyframe, and I'm going to change that to 0. And in the center, I'm going to click up here, and I'm going to add another keyframe, and this keyframe I'm going to make 1. So that's a scale of 1, so it's going to go 0, 1, 0. And then what I'm going to do to show you is I'm going to turn off my line and paragraph defaults, because we're not using them anyway. I'm also going to turn off the character offset, and I'm going to put my word offset up high, and we're going to see how that looks. So now I'm going to get my first word animate in, and then my second word animate in, and then I'm going to go to my properties. I'm going to change my word offset to 0, and I'm going to change my character offset to, I think, around 3, and then we should find we have pretty much what I made in the first video. So there we go, that's the basics of stagger animations. And if you have a couple more minutes, I'm just going to show you something else you can do with them. So I'm going to go to a third scene I have here, which actually, if we look, is not letters. It's actually a group with some objects in it, in this case slabs. And what I've done is, again, I've gone to the scene director, and I've taken the stagger animation here, and I've dragged it and dropped it on, but I've dragged it onto the group here, not onto the text. So now I'm going to play this back, and you're going to see that each object's going to animate in individually, just the same way as the characters did. One of the nice things about the object-based stagger animations is it will animate them in the order they are inside the group, which allows you to do stuff like this, where it actually comes in alternating order instead of left to right or right to left. Now, another thing worth noting is if I take the same stagger animation, I can actually apply it more than once. And that actually goes for, you can apply it to multiple different objects and text and just keep reusing the same stagger animations. So once you've made one you like, you can keep reusing it. What I can also do is actually reverse that stagger animation. So now if I just do the last part of the in, and then the next one, what we should get is the same stagger animation, but obviously animating out the characters instead. So thanks for listening. That's Stagger Animations. Get creative and enjoy. Thanks very much.